joining us today on Living It Up, Making Life Juicy. I am Ingrid Guthrie, and I have an extra special guest here today. Her name is Akasha Babos, and she is a multi-talented lady. And thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Ingrid.
Yes. Okay, so you are a metaphysical person, a empath.
Yes.
And you work in the medical field.
Yes, I do. I wear a lot of hats.
And you're a hypnotherapist.
Yes, I do. And I'm also a somatorespiratory integration therapist for Awake Wellness.
We'll get into that later in a little bit. But first explain how you got into all of this, because these are really masterful things that you do.
Oh, that's very kind of you to say. I became very ill in 2008, personally. I had to have a very emergency surgery and became quite ill, almost died, became within about an hour of dying.
Oh my God.
And I was given not a lot of hope by Western medicine, and they told me I would be in a whole heck of a lot of pain for the rest of my life.
What was the problem?
I had some scar tissue which blocked up my lower colon and everything, and so what happened was I came very close to dying from the scar tissue, and it caused fibromyalgia and exponential issues. So I became a pain medicine person, which is not something the holistic people want to admit. However, it's something that's in my past. I'm now off every kind of pain medication due to energy work.
Remarkable.
It's been something. It's been quite a journey.
So you're also a Reiki master. You
Yes.
just like, it just keeps coming and coming. So explain about the hypnotherapy. Explain it all.
Wow. Well, I got into doing the energy work to heal myself.
Right.
When I realized that Western medicine would avail me nothing, I started really studying energy and prana, and I started studying the chi energy in the body.
Explain prana for those who don't know what that is.
Prana, for those that don't know, is the actual energy in your body. We are electricity, we are energy, something that can never be destroyed, something that will go on for an ever. We are actually immortals in a mortal body.
Yes.
We are. So tapping into that chi, that immortal energy, is something that we can do as metaphysical people, just as creators. We are creators. And so we're allowed to reinvent ourselves, re-energize and revitalize ourselves with this energy. And that's something that I locked into doing a lot of reading while I was ill.
Yeah.
And just through my studies as a metaphysical person, my background was in that. So it was a natural go-to.
That's awesome. And then explain being empathic.
I have.
That's a toughie.
That's a tough one.
Sorry.
You know, that kind of comes from my childhood. I grew up being able to kind of latch into what was going on with people. I would be able to feel what another was feeling. A lot of times when we have clients and they're going through something, I can kind of see what's going on. I can feel the heat signatures coming off of their bodies when they're speaking to me. Sometimes, to my own eyes, it will appear like soot coming out of their mouth.
Oh, yes.
Like a negative energy or a negative part of themselves is being kind of dispelled. It's really
After you do the work.
After we do the work, as
So it's
they're
leaving.
processing,
Yes.
as they are processing and working through their stages, it's amazing to me and ever surprising what the human body can tell you if you're able to see it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's so great.
And
or
I
if you
think
want to see it. I think everybody
we're all
can
becoming
see it,
more
but
aware
yes.
now because we're in this new paradigm, and part of Wake's message is that we are in a new paradigm. We're in a whole new world, regardless of what the media is telling us, probably.
Well, they just want to keep us back.
Yeah, but we're playing a
working.
three-dimensional game in a five-dimensional world, really, you know. So as we see our patients becoming more and more aware, this processing comes through, and they are telling us what their body is doing. We watch the accentuations in their bodies and can tell a lot.
That is fascinating. Later, you'll be doing some of this with
Absolutely,
me, right?
absolutely, we will. I'm going to show you how to relax and get in touch with yourself.
That's good, because I always go through stage fright getting ready for this show. Anyway, so now let's talk about the somato-respiratory integration.
Okay. Well, the somato-respiratory integration is an exercise that we teach our clients that allows them to become participants in their own healing. So what we do is teach them a breathing exercise which includes focus. The somato-respiratory wave primarily is an energy wave that we use that goes through our body, and we use the breath to pinpoint and focus areas of stress and pain and any kind of dis-ease in the body, be it physical, emotional, spiritual. It can be you can breathe into that area. It's like quantum physics. That breath wave moves into it.
Yeah.
And if it's focused and our attention is on it, it's like that slit wave theory. If you pay attention to it,
Yes.
it does something a little different than what it would do on its own.
Yes, or it exists, and if you don't pay attention to
It
it
doesn't. Oh, mercy.
Right up my alley.
Yeah, I love it.
So now I was watching a video that you had sent me, a YouTube video about this, and the person who was administering this treatment was doing something that looked like he was threading a needle through the person's neck, even though there was no physical needle, there wasn't any, it was just like a slight touching and then releasing. Is that?
Network spinal analysis is a fascinating, fascinating study.
So that's what that was.
That's what that is.
Say that again?
Network spinal analysis.
Okay.
And this is something that the general public has probably not heard of. It is created by Dr. Brian Epstein, and he only teaches it to chiropractic doctors. So if someone says they're doing network spinal analysis and they're not a doctor, they're not doing this.
Okay.
Okay. What they do is work with neural gateways in the body, in the spine, and they open them up using energy, very, very advanced, gentle touch manipulations. So they're not like cracking you, because a lot of times that causes a lot of compression and stress to the spine.
Well, plus it's shocking.
It's very shocking to the body.
Yeah, not that I don't love chiropractors, I do, but it's just a different.
It's a very different
way of
modality.
Approaching things, yes. So now, will you be doing any of that, or no? You'll be doing.
I do not do network spinal analysis because I am not a chiropractor.
Okay.
Dr. Karen Shellac is our network spinal analysis, our network chiropractor.
Okay.
She is from Sedona, Arizona, moved her practice out here to New Jersey, and one would ask why. Why would you leave Sedona, Arizona to come to New Jersey? But she came out here for family, but we are the benefactors because this is the epicenter of stress.
Yes.
And if we can have somebody like that, or that kind of treatment out here, that would be a sincere blessing in our world.
So it's Sedona of the East.
The Sedona of the East.
I love that.
I like it too, because we honestly are trying to bring what is so, so needed into this area. The West seems to have it kind of going on in that direction.
Well, they're all kind of laid back.
They're kind of laid back.
At least they present themselves as being
Exactly,
very laid back.
exactly.
So, and yeah, here, like now that we're close to like Philadelphia and New York City, everybody's like, there's a lot of
Exactly.
So we need a Sedona of the East nearby.
Well, we're creating a wellness center. Right now, we are focusing on the chiropractics and hypnotherapy, but at some juncture, we're trying to bring in different and new things. So we're going to be bringing in a whole plethora of different type of practitioners, acupuncturists, acupressurists.
Beautiful.
So we are just now opening in the Marlton area. Our main office is in Marlton, and we have another service location in Morristown where I do private hypnotherapy sessions, and we do group also hypnotherapy sessions in the Marlton office as well. We're right on Route 73.
Group sessions. So
Yes.
they have 2 offices.
We do. We're just starting too.
Okay, and the phone number that's included on the screen is for both offices.
Yes.
I mean, it just goes direct.
Exactly.
So, okay. So when you're doing hypnotherapy, what is the most popular need that people have? What do they come in with saying, you know, get rid of this for me?
Wow, we have such a plethora of different things. I would say that one of the big things that we deal with is stress.
Okay.
We live in an extremely stressful world. People are very performance anxious. We are very uptight about taking tests. Children have issues taking tests. We put a lot of pressure on our kids. Weight loss right now is a huge issue. You know, we use it for autoimmune issues, people with fibromyalgia. I have personally cured myself of fibromyalgia with my own self-hypnosis.
Wow.
And I am a firm believer that once you get past that gatekeeper and get into the subconscious, miracles can happen. And I'm often saying that, you know, the subconscious is the door, but hypnotherapy truly is the key to getting into healing.
That's amazing.
We carry an awful lot consciously. We carry a lot of anger with us, and that can poison our bodies.
Yes.
And a lot of us are chagrined to let go of it.
Yes, and I think we carry an awful lot unconsciously, subconsciously.
Subconsciously, we do. And even on our conscious levels, we will admit that we're angry, we're seething, we're going through stress, but for some reason we need that. We feel we need to hang on to it because we're very self-righteous about it, or we feel that it validates us in some way, or that it's just who we are, or we're willing to accept that, but it's not part of a healing modality.
No.
No.
And it's certainly not part of peace and happiness.
No, we're about being heart-centered and loving, and this is what we need in this world today.
Yes.
That's old paradigm thinking, all that stress.
It really is. I love it. So explain how you would go into a hypnotherapy session. How does that work?
Well, what we do is we have people come in for a initial consultation, and we ask them basically what they want to accomplish for themselves, what they want to do here. Are they looking to feel better about themselves? Are they looking for self-esteem? A lot of people are dealing with so much baggage. Do they want to let go?
Yes.
But does it serve them anymore? Does it make you feel good to carry all that baggage around with you? Doesn't it get heavy after a while?
Has it ever served you?
Has it ever served you? Let it go.
How's
We
that
can let
working
that
for you?
go.
Yeah.
How's that working out for you, hon?
Yeah.
You know? Getting tired of slugging that stuff around?
Yeah.
You want to let it go? We can help you. We can help you. But you have to be willing. Anyone can be hypnotized if you are able to focus, concentrate, and allow.
And then, so would you, so the person would either sit or lie down? Like technically, what would you?
Technically, what we do is we have like a lazy boy, and we do an intake interview and find out a little bit about their background and what they wish to accomplish. And I use neurolinguistic programming, which allows me to create anchors and scenarios that are happy for them, that they can link to, that they can use physical cues that they can go back to. Simply sometimes going like this, creating a happy memory that's associated with this. So I'm in a stressful situation, I go like this. All of a sudden my stress has melted away.
So it's kind of like a positive
it's
trigger
a positive
instead of a
trigger.
negative trigger.
Exactly. We've got enough negative triggers
Yeah.
going on. All you have to do is turn on the TV a lot of times.
Kidding.
You know, put on the news.
Yeah. And then does the somato respiratory integration work with this?
It can and absolutely should. A lot of times Dr. Shellac and I do work hand in hand. Sometimes we do share clients, but it's not necessarily needed to be that way. I will teach a lot of my hypnotherapy clients the somato respiratory integration because just breathing, learning to breathe into your body can relax you. It can allow you to become more centered. It can allow you to become more grounded. And just being able to take that deep cleansing breath relaxes you, gets you ready. So when I get my clients into the chair, I ask them to take some good, deep cleansing breaths, and that becomes the beginning of their session. So breath and cleanness and being centered, it all seems to come full circle. Yeah.
And then, so I need my glasses for this. So the network spinal analysis. Let's go a little deeper into that, if you will, please.
Sure, absolutely. As I said earlier, Dr. Brian Epstein created network spinal analysis. And what he believes is that we are reorganizing the neurological system into new patterns. A lot of times, we only breathe, say, from here to here on the spine. When we do network spinal analysis and Dr. Shellac goes in and opens neural gateways in the body, like you said, just like looking like she's threading a needle, and she's like, boom, touches you and moves this energy this way. So it's energy movement, it's a doctor's real knowledge of the neural gateways in the body. She's been specifically trained to be able to open those up, and then the breath moves in an amazing, amazing way. You can actually watch the spine, and we're going to show a demonstration of that. We have a wonderful demonstration, the video showing Dr. Dominic Samora, another network spinal analysis doctor who has this, and we have the video as well, showing this incredible breath wave.
It is impressive.
When you oxygenate the body and when you realign the spine, your electrical system actually moves, and you actually work effectively. Your mind is much more active. Your body is much more active. You're far more vital. We have a lot of clients that come in, husband and wife, and they work together. A lot of times if, say, one is coming in and the other's coming in and the other's like, oh, full of energy, and the other one's like, oh, I can't keep up. We suggest a lot of times that the husband and wives come in together because they've got it all going on together.
That's so fun.
It's
and
great.
Then, boy, talk about, that's a really good, like, marriage therapy kind of thing, you know,
I go with my
counseling,
husband.
right?
I go with my husband, and he came.
Date night.
It is a Friday night, surprisingly.
That's right, I love it.
He came in with emergent care. His lower back was all messed up. And my husband is an extremely analytical character. He's not somebody that would naturally go to a holistic person. And this analytical guy came into a holistic studio, and his pain level went from, say, an 8 or 9 to a 2.
Oh, that's amazing.
So that was enough to impress him.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then how many sessions are typical?
It's very, very individual. Now, he got relief in the first session.
Does he have to go back?
He did, yes. We suggest that people take care of their bodies on a regular basis rather than waiting until there's emergent care. Come in and get some real care. Stay on top of your body. Stay on top of what feels right rather than letting it go to a point where you're in need of emergent care.
Right. So say I came in just for stress reduction. And it was kind of at a level of, let's say, 7 or 8. How many sessions would you?
That's a very difficult thing to ascertain, quite
Sorry,
honestly.
I keep trying to fish for an answer.
No, I do understand but it's highly, highly specific to you, because there could be so many underlying things that are going on that are exacerbating this. There could be so many things that you could be working through, emotional things that can be, surprisingly enough, affecting your body. We don't think about it that way, but it does, in fact, affect our bodies. You could be going through a tremendous loss that has put your body into a pain pattern, because we go into a fight or flight mode when we're stressed out, and we freeze. And our body builds up cages, literally, around these pains that Dr. Schlack works through, and sometimes they will break quickly, sometimes it takes more work. It really is very, very individual.
Yes, I can.
It's
I
very,
understand.
very different. It can't really put. Now, hypnotherapy is another thing entirely. With hypnotherapy, it has been studied that you can probably get as much work done in 6 sessions with 93% success rate than you can with traditional psychotherapy in about 600 sessions with about 68%.
Oh, wow.
Success rate.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Try that one on for size. It kind of even blew my mind when I found that one out, because I have seen tremendous successes, but I wasn't really aware that it was that staggering of a statistic.
So you mean all those years in therapy, I could have just, I just could have
Just come on over, honey.
Oh my goodness. So, and then with this, with the Reiki, then do you practice it at that center as well, or is this an individual thing that you do?
I have done it individually.
Okay.
I use Reiki techniques sometimes with certain patients if they're interested, and sometimes when Dr. Schlack is doing network spinal analysis, she asks me to come in and be an additional surrogate contact. So sometimes we need to have additional contacts on the body. The body is an electrical system.
Right.
So what we need to have is connectivity. Sometimes if she's working on something and she needs another hand to get connectivity, she asks me to come in and do it. So we form a complete cycle or circle of connectivity. So sometimes it does take another person to come in and do that. It sounds a little odd, but amazingly, amazingly successful.
And then there was something you were telling me in our phone conversation the other day, where if somebody cannot get touched, then you can come in also as kind of a surrogate patient or representative of that patient.
I actually have done that for my husband. My husband was having really, really exceptional pain, and because he was having a difficult time getting in the position that the doctor wanted him into, the doctor called me in to be on the table because I'm an empath. I was able to feel his pain. I embodied it. Her work on my energy allowed his body to relax. He didn't feel guarded. I was able to feel unguarded. And so she was able to work on me, and I served as a surrogate energetically for him. Sounds a little woo-woo, but it actually works.
I love it. Now tell me, so could he feel it?
He felt the after effects. He's not somebody that is able to really lock into that on a conscious level, but his body sure showed the results.
Oh, that's so fascinating.
It really is. It's an ever increasingly and amazingly fascinating thing to me. I love watching her work.
Oh, so we have about 5 more minutes. Let's do some breath work.
All right, I'm going to teach you Somata respiratory integration technique that we teach all of our clients. We do 12 stages of healing, and with each stage comes very, very different exercises. So I'm going to teach you what we teach our clients first off. We have 3 different areas of the body. This is our number 1 area, the heart chakra, the sternum area, and on the navel. So what we do is we put our hands like this, because right here are neurological transmitters and receivers.
Right in the palm.
Right in the palms of our hands. Right here, everything exists right here. So what we do is we cradle our hands.
Does it matter
like
which one's on top?
No, it does not.
Okay.
We put our hands here and we rest our elbows, because if we have our elbows out, it accentuates bad feelings if they're bad feelings. So what we want to do is just lock in, close our eyes, and breathe in through our nose and release. In through our nose and release. And then we move our hands to our sternum, and we always breathe from that area of the body, breathing in through our nose and gently releasing. And once more, connecting and breathing in and releasing. And then we put our hands over the navel area, breathing in through our nose and gently releasing and perceiving. Once more, in through our nose and out. And what we do is ascertain where we breathe the most easily from. 1, 2, or 3. So if that, generally speaking, is number 1. So what we do is we breathe 2 here, breathe in twice, and then we move to the most second comfortable area, which might be here, once, and then we re-anchor on the comfortable area twice. And then we do 3 rounds of that. Now, if that doesn't bring you down a little bit, yeah, makes you nice and mellow.
Yeah.
And that progresses,
I love
and we go
it.
through and do an awful lot more. That is just the rank beginnings of it all.
Wow.
There's so much more.
Wow. That's beautiful. So later in about, I think in a little bit, in a couple minutes, they'll be showing the video of the NSA. Is that right?
Yes, the network spinal analysis, or the
But not
somato.
that NSA. It's
No.
NSA.
Okay, but it's
Leave it all
the
alone.
somato breath wave, the somatic breath wave. It shows an open breath wave of the body, and it shows the neurological gate wave, rather than breathing just from here to here, breathing the entire length of the spine and oxygenating and really bringing wellness to the body.
That's beautiful. I know in the video that we'll be showing soon, the patient is having pain in the neck.
Yes.
And also pain in the
lumbar area.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And then so it shows in color in
Yes.
red where
Yes.
the soreness is,
Mhm.
and then as the wave starts happening,
Mhm.
which is all completely natural, right? It's the body's natural.
Entirely natural. We are very self-adjusting individuals. When Dr. Shellac or any network chiropractor goes in and opens, they remind the body primarily to do its job. And so we are actually self-adjusting as long as our neurological centers are engaged.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. From a tactile point of view and from a energetic point of view, with her expertise, it can happen.
Whether people are open to it or not. I
Doesn't
mean, your
matter.
husband wasn't really open.
Listen, we've
so
had
much to
plenty
it,
of them
and-
come in that are like, I have no idea what you're doing, but this is working and it feels great. Yay.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. You don't
Yeah.
have to have a belief system. You don't have to understand holistics. You just have to let it happen
Yeah.
and be open.
Lovely. So we have about another minute, and well, let's demonstrate the breath work again
Sure.
for the audience, for you guys.
Make sure that you have connectivity. You have your hands palm on palm. Keep your fingers closed, because we are an electrical system, and so connectivity is everything. So we're going to breathe in and release gently. And once more, in through your nose and out through your mouth.
And what a great voice she has, right?
Hypnotherapy, yes, I can speak. And we'll move to the second one. Breathing in through your nose. And release. Once more. And release. And down to the navel area. Breathing in through your nose. And release. Perceiving and receiving information about your health and your body. I love it. It's good stuff.
So Akasha Babos, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Ingrid, and I really appreciate the opportunity to get to explain such a wonderful, wonderful thing to you.
It is.
And share it with your audience.
Yeah, such a lovely lady, inside and out. And I've got to get up and get me some of this, that's for sure. And I know a lot of people who could absolutely use this.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Relax and just breathe. With hypnotherapy, we can help you to just unwind from your stressful job. You can be free of fears and phobias, old baggage and behavior that no longer serves you. With hypnotherapy from Awake Wellness Center, you can release unwanted weight easily and naturally. We can assist you with anything from smoking cessation to pain control. Your subconscious is the door, and hypnotherapy is the key. Visit Awake Wellness now.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dominic Smora. Welcome to EntrainedToWellness.com, our interactive website that is designed to help you understand what we do here at Smora Holistic Family Chiropractic in Caldwell, New Jersey. Our main objectives for you and your family are to alleviate pain, tension, and stress, increase flexibility and energy, and ultimately promote healing and wellness. One of the great things that sets Smora Holistic Family Chiropractic apart from other methods is that we don't use pills or injections to heal you. We let your body heal itself naturally with a gentle touch. This concept is very difficult to grasp for many, especially here in the United States. We were always taught from the time we were young, you get a cold, you take cough medicine or a pill. Your back hurts, take a pill. Doctors love to give medicine because it yields quick results and the symptoms go away. However, many times the cause of the illness still remains. So all the pills do sometimes are mask the symptoms and interfere with the body's ability to heal itself. Now, here is where we really differ from other doctors. At Smora Holistic Family Chiropractic, we believe that the body's strongest medicine is the body's own amazing ability to heal itself. We at Smora Holistic Family Chiropractic work with you to channel that wonderful energy and help you achieve wellness and an improved quality of life. We have 3 levels of care. Beginners, or level 1, are in Discover Care. Here, your body learns to release tension and pain. In level 2, or Transform Care, your body becomes more flexible and is able to handle stress better. Now in level 3, or Awaken Care, you will experience an increase in energy that carries over to every part of your life. So what do we really do here at Smora Holistic Family Chiropractic in Caldwell? We teach your body to heal itself by teaching your body how to relax. Basically, I am able to help a person of any age release their stress, tension, and pain. I am able to accomplish this by gently touching the spine at areas where the spinal cord attaches to the vertebrae. Next, your brain releases your nerve tension and returns the body to a peaceful state of calm through the development of 2 healing waves. Let me take you to an actual patient of mine, JJ, and show you how this process works. After I took a thorough history and performed a spinal evaluation, I found that JJ has a lot of pain in his neck and lower back. Let's begin JJ's entrainment. You can lay down, JJ. This adjustment is not what many of you are used to seeing, where the neck is quickly turned and a crack is heard. Instead, I'm going to gently alert JJ's brain to release the tension from his nerves. Here is a graphic depicting how I am alerting JJ's brain to release his tension. The circle represents a spinal gateway, which is an area that allows me, with a gentle touch, to signal JJ's brain to find and release his stress and tension. Now, JJ's brain has responded by creating the breathing or respiratory wave, which travels up and down the spine, releasing tension and causing him to thoroughly relax. The two red areas over the neck and lower back represent the pain and discomfort that JJ is experiencing. At S'more Holistic Family Chiropractic, it only takes a gentle touch to teach the brain how to create the breathing healing wave. As you can see here in purple, the breathing wave has been started. As the breathing wave travels up and down the spine, tension is released, and the tension that was bright red in the beginning begins to slowly dissipate. The breathing wave works in concert with your breath. The breathing wave travels up and down the spine, and eventually you're breathing in and out, and the movement of the wave will occur at the same time and in the same rhythm. This wonderful wave reduces pain, tension, and stress. It helps you align your spine and increases your energy. It is so gentle to create, completely pain-free, and works amazingly well. Every time this wave goes up and down the spine, stress and tension is released. This is the most powerful stress-busting method that I know of. Over the years, we build up walls in our body that house stress, tension, and pain. What we do here at S'more Holistic Family Chiropractic is to lower these walls and let the body heal itself. I know that this may look strange, but it works. If you want real long-lasting results without surgery, without drugs, and without cracking adjustments, come see us at S'more Holistic Family Chiropractic. Give us a chance to help you. I guarantee you'll be glad you came.